Hey Cyberworld, so last week we did a video on toxic people. I don't know if you saw it or not. If so, it's still on the site. If not, you can always go to the YouTube channel. But I received a bunch of emails regarding that topic. And one of the questions was, how can you tell if you're the toxic person? So, since this is niggershit.org, I'm gonna have to give it to you straight and plain so you get it, if you're a toxic person or not. And this is how you can tell you're the toxic person. If you're the person that nobody in your office comes to and goes, oh my God, that bitch gets on my nerves, or oh my God, I hate her, guess what? It's you. You're the toxic person. The other way to tell a toxic person, check your last 3 posts on Facebook. If it's you complaining about something, being Debbie Downer, being the one like, oh, I hate when people, you're a downer. Nobody cares, to be totally honest. They really don't. And when you complain about, oh, I did this, but you've been complaining about someone else's stuff, nobody cares. The only thing they care about is they're glad it's not them, and they want you to stay away from you so you don't bring your shit to them. So that's how you can tell if you're a toxic person. A little harsh, sorry, truth never sounds good out loud. It is what it is. But what we did do is in the last week, since we posted, I think we posted it Tuesday last week, so I guess Tuesday's our video then. We did come up with 10 ways or a test to tell if you're in a toxic relationship, which is cool. So this is how it goes. Okay, the first thing to tell is if the person is changeable. Changeable is a psychology word, so we'll use moody. If the person is moody and they change up, and what does it say? They change like the weather, that's what it says. They change like the weather, and you don't know if they're going to be lovable like they were when you met them, or if they're going to be distant and cold. That is a trait of a toxic person. That doesn't mean to end your relationship, it doesn't mean any of that stuff, but it is a trait of a toxic person. The second one is a game player. So now the most popular game right now that would be played in relationships is like calls and texts. So like if they call you and you miss their text the first time, and now it's a game of who can hold out the longest in phone tag, that's a toxic person. Again, number 2 is not a reason, it's not a deal breaker, but you can tell it's a toxic person. A controlling person, same thing. If you don't do what they want, when they want, how they want it done, then it's going to be a problem. They're going to act all funky and stuff. Then you definitely kind of keep that in the back of your head, because that's a trait of toxic person. Number 4, emotional manipulation. Everyone's kind of guilty of this one. Giving the silent treatment for no reason. I'm guilty for that one. But it's not really a toxic thing, right? It's kind of taking a break. That's if the person is smothering and all of that. I'll tell you which ones will be good and which ones are deal breakers. Walking on eggshells. That's when you start keeping secrets and shit from the person you're dating because you don't want to deal with whatever they're going to say. Like say you're going out with your friends and you don't even want to tell them because they're going to give you a whole bunch of stress and needless foolishness. So that's another one. So that's walking on eggshells. So when you start to not tell them or purposely avoid telling them, then that's a toxic trait. You might want to think about being with that one. This one is a deal breaker, number 6. Everyone and everything else comes before you. And like that's including like video games, TV shows, all of that. That's a communication issue, but they don't like spending time with you. So you might want to figure out what's going on, what they want you for. That's number 6. Number 7 is no emotion. No emotions is when you try to tell them what's going on with you or tell them about your day, and they really don't care. They try to put it on them and start discussing what you did wrong and how you did, like they're instantly defensive. That's kind of a deal breaker, bad trait. Number 8. Number 8 is a distant lover. Now this one is kind of a maturity thing, and we've all done it. Like you purposely pull away. It's like a lot of people's favorite game, pull away to see how much the person like you. And then, if they don't answer, or when they do say they like you, you pull away, and then you come back and forth. It's like a tug of war thing. We all do that, especially when we're young and we start dating. Number 9 to me is a deal breaker when they're dismissive. When they're dismissive, either they don't listen to what you say, or they laugh at what you're saying like you don't know what you're doing. That means they don't encourage you, and that's something to get away from because you can't grow from that. Number 10 is a confidence breaker. This one's kind of popular in the first few months of your relationships when the person is making reference to their ex. Like they'll be like, oh, my ex was this, my ex was that, he was a rocket scientist, she was a nuclear developer. But now me and my personality, I always go, oh shit, I got the wrong one. I'd rather go fuck with your ex instead of you. But that's just me. But that's a confidence breaker. That's to make you not feel secure in who you are so they can make you want them more. But those are the 10 things. Like if they have 1 to 3 of the non-deal breakers, those are just communication issues. Those can be worked out. Communication issues, it's just a matter of spending time, unless spending time is one of their issues. 1 through 7, now that's an insecurity situation, and you got to make them feel secure in who they are and what you guys have together. But, that's going to probably take some professional counseling. So if they're not down for that, let them go. Hit the road. That's it. It's not even necessary. It's a deal breaker. You're done. Any 1 or 10, give them several seats in the back, because it's a wrap. And just find you somebody else. And if you stay with that person, that means that you have some issues you need to work out. Some self-esteem issues, some personality issues. But that is what it is. Hey, I'm Dorian Bernard. I guess you can check me out and find out what I do, where I am, how I do it. All on niggershit.org. I guess I can put it here somewhere. Hey, it was great talking to you. I love you all. I'm really busy. You can tell I'm rushing through this stuff. I'm sweating. But it's been good talking to you. Hope this stuff helps. If you have any questions, again, email me. Facebook, YouTube, all of that stuff. It's all there. Podcast, audio book available, all of that stuff. But that's it. I got to get out of here because I have somewhere to be. It's kind of short minutes. There's a car outside for me. It's wonderful, guys. Thank you. I love you all for your support. Have an amazing weekend.